We'll go again. All right. 3, 2, 1.
My mama made a nap town baby, 4-5 hanging, post road singing, fin bar banging, east side claiming, jiggling language, out that gate famous, safe and dangerous, nap town baby, 4-5 hanging, post road singing, fin bar banging, east side claiming, jiggling language, out that gate famous, safe and dangerous. See, you gotta keep in mind, these niggas be quick to forget where the fuck you from, you feel me? Out the gate, you already know how he, man, come on now, east side, hey, talk to him, Johnny, man. Reporting to the set, I'm a blessing in the flesh, I'm impressive in the least, I'm reflexive of the best, I teach you how to speak, as my partner how I get, keep my scars in my reach, because how could I forget? I'm alive, what corners you done been, what bullets you survived, tell them where you been, what you did, who you guys, something in my spirit can't get down with the lies, for this second enterprise, I be still breaking curses, start by the moon with a thought that we was Turkish, remember afternoons, my first batch, I had burnt it, reworked it, now this for my dogs and them hearses, ooh. I'm a product of the siblings, never going back to what it was, I need a million, even though we had a little fun, the shit got menacing, but just in case they wonder why I'm from what my mama did. Made a nap town baby, 4-5 hanging, post road singing, fin bar banging, east side claiming, jiggling language, out that gate famous, safe and dangerous, nap town baby, 4-5 hanging, post road singing, fin bar banging, east side claiming, jiggling language, out that gate famous, safe and dangerous.
Yo.
Hey.
It's no, what's happening?
I was gonna say welcome to, what should I say? Welcome to late night game night? Because welcome to Monday's reacting
like
yapping night. That's what I'm gonna call it today.
Let me make sure the mic turn down. Turn it up. See how I sound.
Okay, let me see. Oh, yeah, we good.
Okay, we good.
Yeah. So that's welcome to Monday's react to crazy videos.
We're kicking it. About to watch
yapping, chatting, because I like to yap.
Yeah. No, we just finna kick it, talk shit, man. Watch a couple. You know what I'm saying? React to a couple videos and shit.
Yeah.
What's on the You got. What's the thing?
The
I'm tired.
The UID?
No. What? The fuck are you talking about? No,
that's birth control.
No, I was gonna say you got any announcement.
Oh yes, we do.
Mm-hmm.
We have housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
Right. So, either tomorrow or Wednesday, we dropping a video where we react to The Long Walk.
Yeah,
if you haven't seen it,
crazy,
go see it. But come watch our video first. See our reaction. And then go see it.
Mm-hmm. In
that order. That movie is crazy.
Bro.
I loved it. It was really good. It was deep.
Man.
It's a lot. I don't even know how to describe. It wasn't suspenseful or anything. It was. How'd you think?
Yeah, it was more than what I thought it was gonna be. Bro. You think niggas just walking? You feel me? But it's crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. We had a good time. Yeah, that go up couple days. Probably
days.
Wednesday, Thursday.
So stay tuned. Check that out. And what else we got?
Wednesday stream. I think we back on Dispatch on Wednesday. We got
to catch up. So we got 3 or 4, right?
No, do we got 3 or 4?
Yeah.
Is it?
Well, yeah, because 3 or 4 messed up.
Oh, yes,
so
we got 3, 4, 5, and 6. 3, 4, 5, and 6.
So we got to finish off that story.
Yeah, because we shot 3 and 4, but then audio fucked up. But we actually live.
And nobody didn't say nothing, so,
Yeah, we live streamed.
I'm salty about that.
But we're going to double back, do 3 and 4 again, and 5 and 6. And then week after, we get to week after.
Yeah. And that's about it. And as always,
Friday. Our Friday stream, we got What we doing? Paint sip?
I think either paint sip or murder mystery.
Yeah.
So, you know.
One or the other, we're gonna kick it, you know what I'm saying? Either a paint sip or we got we're gonna play a little murder mystery game and shit. You know what I'm saying?
And that should be fun because, you know, solving murders is always fun. Feel like a little detective.
No, for real.
And
all right, there you go.
And as always, like, subscribe to our channel. Come on in because we always are having new stuff, new content, new videos. And if you have any movies, drinks, snacks, anything like that, or any suggestions on games or games we should play,
drop them in the chat.
Drop them in the chat. Yeah, and that's about it about the housekeeping. I don't know why I'm calling housekeeping. I say announcements.
Because I said housekeeping at first.
Talk about, I feel like church. You say no, announcements is like church.
I mean, it's the same thing. Church announcements. Church announcements.
I'm gonna start saying the Monday announcements are
like you at school.
Yeah.
Did you ever get to do that at school?
No.
Nah. See, you on cool as me, bro.
You did it?
Yeah. No, I ain't do that shit.
Yeah, I know you did it. I know you did
it. I think I had a chance to do it when I was in middle school, but I was super shy as a kid. I didn't want to do that shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy because you're shy now.
Yeah, but I was like 6th, 7th grade.
I couldn't see you being shy.
What? It's crazy.
I couldn't see it.
Yeah, no, I ain't want to fucking get on a fucking mic and
talk.
Bro, I was shook.
Yeah, I was too though. I was too.
But they used to go around to like each homeroom and pick somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
And I gotta, they look at me. No, not a fucking chance, bro. You're crazy.
You probably say, you know not to ask me.
Don't ask me again. I'm not doing it.
You know you don't have to ask me, and you're not. I mean, even now you're not like the biggest talker, so.
I mean, I'll be talking, but I was like, it felt like public speaking. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Even though I'm just in a room talking in the microphone, it felt like, I'm finna get in front of the whole school and try. You know,
public speaking was not me.
I'm just not going for it.
Absolutely not. Not me at all. Boys, I hate having to do my little speeches in school.
Like little projects and shit?
Yes. I would do good with a group, right? Because I'm not by myself up there. But by myself...
Yeah, now I get to sweating and shit.
I honestly, my grade went down because of it. But, I mean, the good facts, the good material, but it was down a little bit if, how to, like, present my PowerPoint. Mm-hmm. And then, I remember my mom used to help me to try to, like, build my confidence. And I used to hate it.
I was never good at that shit, bro.
No. I feel like now if I was to do it, it's more of like, okay, I'll just get over it. Let me just get up there.
Yeah, that's what I learned as I got older. It was like, just get the shit out the way. Mm-hmm. Just go ahead and do it. I used to try to avoid it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? What shows y'all react to? Or can on YouTube? Oh, that's Fat Boy.
I was like, what?
Yeah. Shit, nigga. Anything really, as long as it's cut up right. We only had like one issue.
What one issue?
With like a show that we was reacting to.
What show?
King of the Hill. That was the only one we really had an issue with. Cause like everything else, like we edited and put up, it was fine.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about like if you talking about just live streaming. We just watching YouTube videos, bro. Like I'm not gonna watch like a full TV show or nothing.
I wonder if people do that out here. Do people do that out here?
Shit, probably not. It's probably gonna get blocked. But you know what I'm saying?
That's true. Oh Lord Jesus, my back.
Hold on, let me double this up and then I'm gonna pull the. Actually,
can
I
they
can't
see
do
that
side by side. No, because you only see that. Like watch, hold on.
hear anything?
Oh my God, the mic was muted.
The whole time?
Oh no, when I switched over. Okay, yeah, here we go.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, it's jumping. Appreciate it.
Thank you, because people just been not saying that. They just be...
No, literally last time we streamed, it was like 5 niggas in the chat. The mic was fucked. Ain't nobody say a word. I was so sick, bro. I went back and watched the video. I'm like, bro, nobody said
like nobody, not one person, be like, hey, check your mic.
It's crazy.
Okay, good.
Oh, you can hear it. Cool. But yeah, so this one, this is no, the Catch Me If You Can shit. I think this is about the dude from the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what would he do? He sold some
the
money?
Catch Me If You Can do. I think that's the dude that he was like doing the forgeries and shit, right? We can look it up.
You know, it's so funny. I'm not trying to be funny, but it's so funny how it's all these white folks.
See, I think is this nigga from this movie, right? It's the same.
Well, Leonardo.
What's his name? What's his name? Leonardo. Why you add an extra syllable?
Something. Fun fact, he like him some chocolate.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah, fun fact, he like him some chocolate. I knew he do. He looked like he liked some chocolate girls.
But I think it's about the dude who the movie's about.
Huh?
I think the video's about the dude.
No, I remember this movie.
He was a scam artist.
But he was a pilot.
He was pretending to be a pilot. He wasn't a pilot for real. He was scamming niggas.
Oh damn.
He was like running around writing fake checks and shit. He was scamming.
Oh, that's big.
But he like his main like con was to fake like he was a pilot and shit.
Yeah, cause I remember this movie.
Yeah, but he was super young. I think let's just fucking watch it.
Yeah, let's see. No. I want to do this one for
this
sure.
One?
Yeah, I want to check this one out.
Wait,
see that
which one? This one or this one?
That one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Homeland Security's Most Wanted Frat Boy.
Yeah, let's see. Let's check that one out.
For legal reasons, this video is based on publicly available court documents, records, and transcripts of the people involved. Now, in 2013, Agent Rodney of the Homeland Security was asked, what was the strangest investigation he'd ever been on? 2 words came to mind. The Coyote Bros. You see, in 2011, a group of frat bros trying to make some extra cash came up with an ingenious idea. Why don't we smuggle illegal aliens to pay for our college? After getting contracts out with the cartel, getting stash houses set up all across Texas, and recruiting dozens of students under the guise of a transportation service for undocumented workers. Within a year, they would smuggle over 1,000 people. They were making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. But unfortunately, it would be one little thing that would bring the entire...
He's definitely not.
20 bucks say they only did like 5 years in jail.
Well, he's not a Trump supporter, so... You know,
cause he trying to get some money.
Yeah, he's supposed to these immigrants. You know, Trump ain't with that.
I'm pretty sure this was way before Trump, but
yeah, but I'm just saying he wasn't with.
He definitely know what that shit, bro.
Yeah, cause what?
But I guarantee they only got like a year or 2.
You think so? You think so?
Bro, it's a group of frat boys.
But he smuggled 982.
It's a group of frat boys, bro.
No.
Slap on.
I want to say a year
max
or 2.
10.
I want to.
The max is 10. They did not do more than 10 years. No, you know what? I'm gonna say realistically they did like 2 to 5.
That's really low. You know what I mean?
Telling you.
This is a federal crime.
Everyone in Trump supported now for 2 days.
For 2 days.
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
Operation Down.
I bet. What?
And for Agent Rodney, it would become the most bizarre Border Patrol investigation he has ever seen in his 15-year career. This is the real-life story of the Coyote Bros. When a partying, loving frat, smuggling people to pay for your college. Probably the most American thing there possibly is.
Right.
Now, as a broke 25-year-old club photographer, Max Bocanegra was your typical frat bro. He loved drugs, he loved partying, but most off, he loved making that easy money.
Yeah.
Now, working at the clubs on the weekends, he was always fascinated by those guys who just threw around cash like it was nothing in the air. And always hoping to find the secret to make that kind of money. He always asked these guys what they did for work, but no, honestly, their answers were kind of disappointing. But that night at the club, Miguel caught his eye, throwing hundreds in the air, buying bottles all around, handing out key bumps to the hottest chicks in the club. And as Max walked up to him and asked the question, what do you do for work? Miguel said, human trafficking. Now, well, the whole thing kind of seemed like
What?
Who says that? Like,
what
type
of conversation?
Human trafficking.
What you do for it?
Human trafficking.
Just a little bit of human trafficking?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit?
You know?
You be
like
smuggling
it's
niggas?
real casual.
But what
like,
type though? Because like, is it like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Is it that type?
Well, he's just casually saying it in the club like it's a casual thing.
Ain't no nigga finna just be like, yeah, bro, I just be human trafficking.
Yeah, like what? Who does that?
Little side gig, you feel me? I mean, I got a 9 to 5, you know.
Yeah, but you know,
on
late
the side,
nights.
I be trafficking these humans.
Yeah, I'm trafficking these humans. That's fucking wild.
That's what he
wild.
said.
Cause that's a crazy conversation.
Miguel did have a clothing brand, and wouldn't you know it, he needed a photographer for an upcoming photo shoot. So as Max and Miguel exchanged numbers that night, Max, he was excited for the photo shoot gig, but more excited to learn what the hell this Miguel guy actually did for money. That week in an empty warehouse downtown, the photo shoot went flawlessly. The clothing was cool, the model seemed hot, but when four Honduran nationals showed up unannounced on the photo shoot, that's when Max learned this guy wasn't kidding. This whole clothing brand was just a front for him to clean his cash, because Miguel was a certified human trafficker. Now, Max had been desperate to move up in the world. He begged Miguel to get in any way he could. Because while Max didn't have any experience in the criminal arts or hell even speak Spanish, he had one thing going for him: the hustle. But who was Miguel? Now, his family had a small smuggling ring that contracted out with the cartels. The cartels would bring the illegals over the border, and Miguel's family would take people past the immigration checkpoints within the United States. Now, these checkpoints are gnarly to get through. Millions of dollars are put in by the government, dozens of agents, helicopters in the sky with cameras looking all around. And Miguel's family got paid to smuggle people past that. Now, the benefit to smuggling like this is that if you're the cartel bringing people over the border, if you get caught, there's really no excuse to get you out of that one. But if you're taking illegals through the United States like Miguel's family did, well, you just tell the cops, "Oh, officer, I didn't know they were illegal immigrants. I just picked up some hitchhikers."
Yeah.
And as long as you had less than 6 of them, you get let off every time.
Damn.
Now, Max was intrigued. It seemed less risky, it paid pretty well, and the ramifications of getting caught just really weren't that extreme. And after convincing his family that this white guy Max could possibly work hard as a coyote, Max was hired on by Miguel's family for his first smuggling run.
Damn.
As they headed from Corpus Christi to Falfurrias, Texas, in the middle of nowhere was a ranch house, a chicken coop, and a trailer filled with dozens of illegals. Shaved Mexicanos listening on police scanners all in the house.
Why the Galaxy gas stuff?
Yeah, because what they doing?
They was in here huffing?
Huffing and puffing. Huffing and puffing.
Do you remember that like a couple years ago? Was it a couple years ago? Or was it
No,
like
this is recent. That's what these YNs be doing.
No.
That's what these YNs be doing. They be
Don't
huffing
say-
and puffing on
don't say it.
them neuron gases and shit.
It was a big thing like last year. Was it last
You
year?
talking about a couple years ago? The YNs been doing that now as a now.
I know,
thing.
but I'm saying like
That's a now thing.
they was talking about it like a lot. I think it was last year when motherfuckers.
That's just stupid.
Because that's the shit that you blow the balloons up with, right?
Yeah, they be doing some different type of drugs. Like y'all, we don't be doing. I mean, not we, but, you know, back in the day, never nobody doing those type of drugs like that.
Huffing fucking helium.
It's wild.
It's helium, ain't it?
It's wild. Yes, it's
No,
literally that's like
nuts.
you literally frying your brain. I mean, all of them is terrible, but why
Yeah,
that?
but
Dude, what kind of high do
just
you
do
get?
if you gon' this
Is that doesn't it like change your voice? That's what I thought. Like you know when you were as a kid you used to suck it out the.
I don't think it's like
balloon.
pure helium though. It gotta be something else because niggas can't be walking around talking like this while they trying to get high.
I'm just trying to get high food.
Just trying to get high, man. But the it gotta be something else.
No,
like
it's definitely the YNs because y'all.
and it's not. This is not even like because don't do drugs. But if you go do drugs, just smoke regular weed, bro.
That's not a drug. It's a plant.
Okay then. So why is
legalized.
niggas out here just huffing gas?
Huffing gas is just stupid to me.
That's outrageous behavior. I ain't gonna lie.
He had never seen anything like this. He had grown up middle class. This whole thing to him felt like a goddamn movie set. Rounding up the illegals in his car, Miguel laid out some of the basic rules of the game and the itinerary of the trip. Now, while the drive from Falfurrias, Texas, where they were at, up to Houston, Texas, would normally be about an hour and a half. To get by the immigration checkpoint, their route would be about 5 hours in total. Miguel said always put the whitest Mexican in the front seat. He said always drive at night. And he said always carry a bottle of Febreze with you, which kind of seemed a little bit weird. But when Max had shotgun in the car, it made all sense.
Okay,
And as
so
Miguel
smoke.
dusted the car off in Febreze, it made the smell at least a little bit more bearable. So sitting shotgun with 3 illegals in the back, they all took off. And Miguel laid out why was this trip so goddamn long. And Miguel said you got to think of Border Patrol checkpoints as like you're driving drunk and you see a DUI stop up ahead. Now, obviously trying to drive through it is a really dumb idea. Even trying to take the street over isn't a smart one either. So to get by an immigration checkpoint that has millions of dollars put in by the government, you can't just take the next side street or even freeway over. You have to go all the way around. And the route they were taking involved secret roads in the middle of nowhere. But the drive to Houston, Texas, the trafficking hub of the United States, was totally worth it. Miguel was paid out $6,000 in cash and threw a couple hundred to Max just for the ride.
Oh, shit. I see why they did that.
He got 6 G's for 5 hours of work. Sign me up, buddy. I'm not gonna lie.
Shoot, who wants to come to the Golden Land?
Shit, I go traffic some humans right now. Bro, he got paid.
He just kidding. He just kidding.
I'm not kidding.
He's just kidding. We don't mean human trafficking. We mean, save y'all from Mexico.
No, he's human trafficking.
No,
that's
not the bad way. He just put it. Come to America. That's all he's doing.
Yeah, bro. I help you jump over the fence, get the car, drive,
and then you just go about your way.
6 G's for 5 hours?
I don't feel bad for that.
Man, I do that trip 2-3 times a day. How many of these niggas you got? What you talking about? Bro, yeah.
That's why he did it. It was easy money.
I'm going back picking up another load.
He's so stupid.
No, for real.
No, that's for what? Like each head? Or
I think it was just
all together
for the one trip. Like, but he said it was 3 of them, so it's $2,000 a piece.
Oh,
how many Mexicans could I fit in this SUV?
No, like your car, you can't.
Oh, can't have more than 6. That's right. You gotta have.
Yeah, no, you can't. You can't have more than 6.
Yeah, so you gotta do like 5 at a time. So like.
You gonna go to the max number.
I'm plotting this out.
5 at a time. And 6 bags compared to what?
We'll probably get that 60-pack. You know, so if he got $6,000, the nigga who set everything up getting you know what I'm saying? He getting a big dollar.
Oh yeah.
But still, 5 Mexicans for $10,000. I'm doing that every time.
That's why Trump is cutting the shit off.
Brie, I'm doing it every time, twice on Sunday. And look, the fact that he cutting it off, you know that means.
Oh well, you can't do that now. ISIS is out.
But look, that means with higher risk, there's higher reward. You feel me? So the price went up there.
That's why
it might be about $4,000 a Mexican.
You know what? Trump must have heard about this story and said, "Y'all, ain't nobody gonna go."
Or that nigga's just racist.
Well, but he's probably really like, hell no,
bro. What?
And then on top of that, I wonder if it's more to get the cartel over, right? Because he was working with the cartel, right? That's what they said, Miguel.
Yeah, that's they probably the ones who set everything up.
Really getting him. That's where you really make the big bucks. I get one of the cartels over here.
I don't want to get too close. I want to be like the nigga after the nigga.
What do you mean too close to the cartel?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, because once you fuck something up, you know what? You know how to make an example out of you?
I know.
The heads. Your head cut off. That's how to make an example.
I want to be the nigga after the nigga.
The nigga here nails down to me in my right hand. Hey,
what?
The key's here. What's that supposed to mean?
A band of immigrants is crazy. No, for real.
What's that?
I don't know what you talking about. Come on.
It was the easiest money Max had ever made. And Max, he was hooked. Under the direction of Miguel, Max started driving every night he could, picking up the illegals at sunset, heading up to Houston, Texas with a gallon of Febreze in his car, making $500 per illegal he drove. Max started making more money than he had ever made in his entire life. Soon he bought new Jordans, shoes, an apartment, hell, even a new laptop, and even a nicer car to drive. It was as if Max discovered the real-life money glitch for his own life. But during these long drives on the highway all by himself, lonely late at night, his conscience would often slip, and he thought about what he was exactly doing. He was trafficking human beings, one of the most disgusting things you can do, to just buy a new pair of Jordans.
He bought new Jordans.
Yeah, but with thousands burning a hole in his pocket, Max started partying every night that he could. Hell, even had a new habit right now. After dropping the illegals off in Houston, Max would go to the strip club, get dumbed up in the VIP room, and head back home after. You know, the after work activity.
It's all that money.
It was all I wanted to do, Max said. And Max saw the potential within this business. Now, there was a huge benefit to Miguel running this very small family smuggling ring. It gave them an incredibly low profile. They'd been doing this for over a decade, completely undetected by Border Patrol. But while the smuggling ring ran pretty small, it did make decent money. But Max, as an outsider, saw the potential in business. But they only had more drivers like himself. How much more money could be made? The thousands of dollars that were left on the table. Now, Max, thinking like a real startup bro in 2012, had been inspired by the Steve Jobs biography. He told Miguel he needed to adopt a growth mindset. How many people come in the USA legally? Millions? That's a pretty big customer base. This whole human trafficking ring, it could 10x itself.
10x your money?
See, Max wanted to turn Miguel's small family-owned smuggling ring and almost turn it into a startup. Now, the idea was Max would recruit kids at local Texas A&M parties, hand out free bottles of Grey Goose, blow, tabs of acid, all types of drugs. And once the kids were so impressed...
What's the baking soda do?
I think that's for to make the other one.
Oh,
right
the
3D print motherfuckers. He talking about 3D printers, rich. This nigga crazy. But the baking soda, I'm pretty sure that's for, you know.
But when is it frozen?
It's not. No.
Oh, because it's...
Oh, just hit refresh.
Refresh it?
Yeah.
Wait,
but
so what... Oh, that's the other thing that I ain't gonna say. Okay, because I was wondering what the baking soda was.
Yeah.
Okay, got
That's
it.
That's for that.
Okay.
Then they asked the question to Max, hey man, what do you do for work? Max would lay on the spiel of this opportunity of a lifetime.
Oh, dang it.
A transportation service for undocumented workers. Now, this kind of worked out two ways. It would weed out the kids who obviously knew better than this, that it seemed like some Ponzi scheme or whatever. And the ones dumb enough to believe Max was really selling what he was, well, they'd be perfect to be convinced to human traffic. Now, per the plan, Max would do a quick training with the drivers, get them up to speed, they would do a few runs, make a couple grand, and then Max would never work for that driver ever again. And the benefit of that is that Border Patrol couldn't pin down any one driver for doing all of these runs. Honestly, it was pretty genius, really. But the real paradigm shift for Max's idea, the one that no other Mexican smuggling operation could even compete with, all of the drivers would be white. Because let's be honest, shift for Max's idea, the one that no other Mexican smuggling operation could even compete with, all of the drivers would be white. Because let's be honest, who's Border Patrol more likely to pull over? A white kid driving a brand new Kia with some tinted windows and some people in the back, or a Mexican guy driving an 84 Camry with some missing hubcaps and 17 illegal sagging in the back. Let's be honest with ourselves. The Mexican guy. But Miguel was resistant to what he called these gringo ideas. I mean, what the hell did this white kid Max know about the game? His family had been doing this for over a decade undetected. Something must have been going right. But like an earworm day by day, Miguel slowly became convinced that it would be the Uber of human trafficking. It was genius. Although Miguel had to convince one last person in the operation. It was the baddest, scariest mofo in the game. The one who truly ran this whole thing. Miguel's mom. She only had one piece of advice for him. Be careful with these white people. They'll tell him they're rats.
Be careful with these.
And she did give him the stamp of approval. Miguel's mom. And she only had one piece of advice for him. Be careful with these white people. They'll tell on you. They're rats. And she did give him the stamp of approval.
Yeah.
Did you know that the FDA is removing fluoride supplements off of the market? I had no idea either.
It's an ad.
Is it?
For more of this story, scan this QR code right here. Actual perspective I use.
There's an ad.
Now, Miguel was young, dumb, and just full of confidence. He felt like he could spot a rat from a mile away, and that definitely wasn't Max. I mean, what the hell did his mom know about this anyway? So they went on. And soon they got to work on their recruitment plan for the expansion. Now, the business would go something like this. Miguel's family would be paid out $2,000 for an illegal they drove up north. Miguel would pay out $500 to Max, and then Max would pay out $300 to a driver who made the trip. Basically, Max would make $200 per an illegal for essentially middleman human trafficking. You just have to coordinate the trip, train up the driver, and make $200 per person. I gotta give it to the guy. That's pretty goddamn genius. But who would be employee number one, you might ask? Well, Max already had him in mind, Steven Sluter. Now, Stephen was a college kid who had just gotten out of the military, and he was using his GI Bill to get his master's degree. And while the two were good friends, Stephen had recently come upon hard times and was
good old
at
kid,
Max's
man.
apartment.
Now you're out here.
And that's when Stephen noticed
Human
Max's
trafficking.
new life that he had was everything Stephen wanted. He had a new car, he had a nice apartment. See, Stephen knew Max was in this whole smuggling business and it seemed to be going pretty goddamn well for him. But when Max suggested he do his own smuggle run or two to maybe get his own apartment, Stephen refused. The kid knew better. He had his military career, his college degree. Yeah. It simply wasn't worth it to do that. Really so Max had another idea for him. Instead of couch surfing all around, he suggested he could stay at his friend Miguel's apartment. He was a local smuggler, he made good money, he lived close by, and the best part, he would charge him next to nothing. Now, with his life in his suitcase, Stephen showed up at Miguel's house, ready to meet the supposed smuggler's roommate. Now, Max had got hard for the guy, heard really nice things, but
he knew.
When Stephen opened up the door, a waft of Febreze just smacks him in the face. Underneath the one light bulb dangling from an extension cord, the carpets were stained and torn. And on the couch were 4 Honduran nationals watching.
This is stuff you can't get anywhere else. College co-eds and the Amish edition.
Wow.
That's when Stephen learned these weren't just roomies. These were illegal aliens Miguel was harboring from the United States of America.
I wasn't supposed to be watching that show, but
I guess that's why rent was so cheap then. That night, Miguel came home with tacos and beers for all, a little fiesta for the new roommate. But when Stephen woke up the next morning, the Hondurans were adios. And through the week, he saw a slurry of people come by the house. One day it was Mexicans, Hondurans, Haitians, Venezuelans.
Damn.
Stephen even learned a little bit of Spanish.
He was in
no, what's funny is whenever
prepared.
Stephen brought girls over to show him his model railroad collection, he always told them, don't worry about the people sleeping on the floor. That's my roommate's family visiting.
He doesn't know.
Now, Miguel saw potential within Stephen, and every day
Nah, because he knew, bro. He knew his friend.
Yeah, but he didn't know that they were doing this. I don't think
Human
he knew.
trafficking? Yeah, he did. He said he knew. And because he tried to get him down. He tried to get him down with it, but he was like, nah,
Because he said, don't worry about the people on the floor and coming in and out the house.
He said Stephen got potential. Yeah.
So,
But like, you gonna tell him, he told him in the beginning, but he didn't really want to do it. You know what I'm saying? He was like, nah, I'm cool. Type shit. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But why he gon' get roped in? You living in the trap. Money? Yeah, you living in the trap. You see the money, he gon'.
You right here.
Stevie gonna say fuck the military. I'm not trying to shoot nobody no more. I'm finna start human trafficking. What you talking about?
Bringing all the illegal immigrants here.
Convince him to smuggle. Stephen got along with the illegals, spoke a little bit of Spanish, and the best part, Stephen had a clean-cut look that no cop would ever pull over.
No.
But every day he asked, Stephen refused. He had way too much on the line to throw it away for something so dumb. But to help him out with his money struggles, Miguel started paying Stephen $100 to babysit the illegal immigrants coming through the apartment. Because unbeknownst to Stephen, all of these illegal aliens, they had debts to pay to Miguel's family before they could leave. Now, the next week hungover, Stephen woke up after throwing a little fiesta with his new roommates.
Oh, that's so funny.
While all of the roommates were gone that morning, Stephen's laptop that had his entire college life on there had been stolen by an illegal immigrant. Now, Stephen was screwed. Everything he had was on that machine. But wouldn't you know it, when Miguel heard about this problem, he presented Stephen the perfect opportunity to go buy a new one. Smuggling them illegals. Convincing himself this would be a one-time deal, Stephen, Max, and Miguel went down to the ranch in Falfurrias because now the big boss was in town, and he wanted to meet Max's new employee, Stephen. Now, like a grower is to a weed dealer, Gilbert Alvarella was the supplier of humans. A whitish Mexican, he bred roosters that fought, and oh boy, this guy loved doing it.
So he's the...
Now, Gilbert worked with the cartels to bring the illegals over the border, and they would be stashed at this house in Falfurrias. Now, at this stash house, which is in the United States, all of these illegals there could wait for days until their MoneyGram wires cleared with Miguel's family. And once those payments cleared, Miguel would take them from that ranch all the way to Houston, Texas, which is considered the trafficking hub of the United States. And from there, the illegals would go off to whichever city they want to. But this ranch in Falfurrias was no goddamn Hilton. In the summer, it would hit over 100 degrees. People would be shoved inside chicken coops when the space got too slim. Instead of a bathroom, were bottles of pee all around. And the stench of the thousands of people who would pass by was permanent in the walls. And while Max had convinced himself a long time ago that he was taking people out of this situation rather than putting them in it, to Stephen, this whole thing was just horrifying, the inhumanity of these conditions.
Yeah.
Nah, but this was Stephen's first smuggling run. Hell, he needed the money really bad. Now, warning Steven not to take the main roads, they laid out the additional route, the additional 4 hours to the hour-and-a-half trip all the way up to Houston, Texas. But this time, Gilbert had hawks scattered along the road, basically hired heads with police scanners looking out for Border Patrol activity.
Damn, this operation is crazy. Like, he didn't hire extra, because how much is the main nigga getting paid? You feel me? Because
who's the main nigga?
Whoever it is, whoever's like, I guess the Gabriel nigga, right? Because they just said they set up, like, they hired niggas to be lookout at certain different points just to listen to scanners and shit to see if the police is, you know what I'm saying, moving around. So you got them niggas you paying, then you got all the drivers you paying. You feel me? I'm pretty sure you got niggas in Mexico that you paying to get them niggas to the border. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this shit is massive. He was making chicken for real.
No, it's organized.
Yeah.
They organized it.
Isn't it hard why they make it seem like a GTA mission? Just go to Sandusky and pay a coyote to smuggle that motherfucker. Yeah, but they try and get real money though. You feel me? Like, cause
what's his name? Steven started to really think about it.
Yeah, he
I was
trying
like, hold
to
up, we could really
level this motherfucker up. You feel me? Because he was just making $500 a pop just driving them. You feel me? But he's like, bro, what? If I hire 5-6 other white boys, you feel me? We could turn this motherfucker up. But
and we could get more than just 6 a trip.
Yeah, and then he don't even gotta do the driving at that point. You feel me? It's like
now you got employers. That's
you know
crazy.
Across the driveway with the car packed full of illegals, Max flagged Steven down and handed him a little bottle. Here's some Febreze, homie. Spray it on him like this. And he told him, congrats, you're officially running the beans.
Wow.
Now, throughout the trial, text messages would be revealed that showed they often used this kind of language to talk about what they were doing. I'm so hungry I could eat more beans. I need more beaners. I'm officially running beans. You name it, they probably said it. Whoa. I'm Mexican, so I guess I could say it, but this is the language that they use to talk about these people. Now, 4 hours later, pumped full of adrenaline, Steven had made the easiest money he'd ever made.
They thought they was talking in code.
I need more beans. That's kind of racist, guys.
Kind of racist.
Come on, I need more beans.
No, it's bad racist, but they thought they was talking in code.
I need more burritos. Is that what he said?
Type shit.
I need more tamales.
They ain't see you doing extra now. He ain't say nothing about no tamales, nigga.
Because he ain't never had no tamales. he don't know nothing about that.
For real.
He said, I guess I can say it.
Yeah. Like $1,000. And while Steven was excited to pick up a MacBook the next day, he grew a little bit anxious about all this. This easy money he was making could easily destroy his life. His military career, his college degree, everything could be down the gutter if he ever got caught. Yeah. But there was that little voice in his head that told him this all wasn't as bad as he made it seem. And while Miguel said he was loyal to his family and the cartel and the smuggling ring, Miguel was often kind of a greedy little bitch. See, on the weekends, he would do these little smuggle runs on his own, little side quests, cutting out his family and the cartel. He would pick up illegals outside of Walmart and drive them up north for thousands of dollars. And while Miguel had done dozens of these side quests, this week when Miguel went to Walmart to pick up some illegals, he picked them up in his car, got handed over the cash, and wouldn't you know it, walked into a Border Patrol sting operation.
Damn.
And they found the worst thing he could possibly have on him, an unregistered loaded pistol. Now, by all measures, Miguel should have been. But here's how crazy smuggling was in 2012. They were so busy with all of the immigration cases and all of that, that they dropped all of Miguel's charges. Hell, even the gun charge he had as well. Now, Miguel took this as a sign to just keep a low profile and not actually do the smuggling anymore, but really listen to what Max said, keep that growth mindset, and just expand the smuggling operation. Yeah. Now, with such a close call, Steven moved out of Miguel's and got a baller apartment with Max, all paid for by human trafficking. Now, like a bottom house sorority girl recruiting pledges, Max went all around town finding desperate teenagers willing to traffic illegals to pay for their college. You know, like the most American thing there possibly is. At all of the frat parties stocked with plastic bottles of vodka, Max would show up with the case of Grey Goose and free drugs for all. Now, in Max, knowing what it felt like to be in that position of so desperate to do anything to get ahead in life, knew how to manipulate these kids to the nth degree, all to get them to ask the question, how are you making so much money, man? What do you do for work? And Max, would lay on the spiel. And
I'm a
one
huge
of those
fan.
believers
You know
was
that,
Rhino,
you know?
a sophomore
Because
at
apparently
Texas
that's what
A&M.
motherfuckers
Now,
tell
after
you
smoking
off
out
the
of
rip,
Mac,
they just tell you, yes, bro, I just be human trafficking, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? Just met a nigga. Hey, what you doing? Yeah, traffic humans, bro.
You know.
You real good money in it. You feel
Real
me?
good money. You want to help out?
You feel me?
What does this mean?
Damn, bro.
And then once you say it as casual, and like, oh, we just help immigrants come on the border, because I'm sure they're probably asked like, well, what do you mean, like, you know, which human traffic you talking about? And then once they hear, oh, we're just doing this, that makes them like, oh, that's not too bad. It's helping. Because you know what I mean? If you sell it a way of, oh, we're just helping, them to come to American Dream. If you sell it like that, them kids that's easy.
You know,
that's easy.
Or you could just you ain't even gotta say you're a human trafficker. You could just say I'm a coyote. Niggas they gonna ask what it is, but you feel me? You ain't gotta.
You don't even have to say that word.
You ain't gotta straight into the yes, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
Dankest OG I've ever spoke. What is that?
The dankest OG, sophomore at Texas A&M. Now, after smoking out of Max's the dankest OG he had ever smoked, the weed impressed him so much that it convinced them to traffic human beings. Through the weeks, they added a roster of drivers to their line. Their training got more refined. All you're doing is you're picking up people and driving. They're not illegals. They're just, they haven't had a shower in a while. They just lost their IDs. It's the people outside of Home Depot. But what sold Rhino above all else was he was making $300 per an illegal alien he drove, AKA the easiest money he had ever made in his Mazda 3. Now, while the first rule of any illicit game is, keep a low profile, I guess Max never got the message. Talking to dudes, oh man, I'm a smuggler. Trying to impress a chick, oh man, I'm a smuggler. Strip club, I'm a smuggler. And in this situation, the stripper was so impressed, she became Max's new girlfriend. I swear to God, it's always the stripper girlfriend when they start making money. Growth hacking the business, 24 drivers were now in the payroll.
Really
solar panel salesmen, college kids, frat bros.
He don't really got like no street smarts at all. He just...
Oh no. What? You think he has street smarts? Absolutely not.
Because you just going around telling everybody.
That's like, and you don't know if you might meet an undercover cop. You don't know.
And just think about it like this. Like, say if you sold dope. If a nigga asks you what you do, you never finna be like, yeah, I sell crack cocaine. Nigga, what are you talking about? What the fuck? Why would you? But he just walk around saying, yeah, I'm a human trafficker. I'm a smuggler.
Yeah,
like,
that's
what?
crazy. First off, that word human trafficking, you automatically thinking of the worst.
You know?
Right? The worst of the worst. Because what you talking about? You know?
And he ain't like, but he hot. He's super hot. That's like...
Absolutely no street smarts whatsoever. He done no crime.
I'm telling you, he's going to crash a bird so fast.
Ex-military, housewives, strippers, and hell, even masseuses. Close to 1,000 people were getting smuggled. Max was making 40 grand a month. Febreze, bought by the gallon. 1,000 people were getting smuggled. Max was making 40 grand a month. Febreze, bought by the gallon.
40 racks a month? I don't sell crack, I make it. 40 G's a month? Yo, that's crazy. And then imagine like, cause that's probably just profit. Like, he paying everybody else to do this shit too. Mm-hmm. So he probably like 80 really. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
That's why he's like, shoot. He's like, I'm a smuggler. What's up with you? You want to be a smuggler with me? That's smuggling.
That's crazy.
Over 50 bean runs a week. And by now, Max barely looked at these people as even humans, but more of just a commodity to be bought, sold, and traded. But with so many people in and out of the apartment, they kind of started having a little problem. One night, Max threw a party and had a bunch.
He was taking them niggas to his house?
Maybe because the living conditions were so bad where they was at.
Bro, why don't you making all this money? Why don't you get a fucking? Because at first that was at bro crib. The Miguel, ain't his name?
Why not when you finally successfully get them over the border? Why do they have to stay with you? Why can't they just leave?
No, because you gotta take them to another spot. The spot is like right outside of the. I'm assuming right outside of Mexico.
Yeah.
So you gotta take them niggas from there to somewhere else.
Okay.
You feel me? But like, why is they in your house? Why don't you just rent an apartment?
You are for sure about to get.
But he not. You feel me?
Not thinking.
He ain't got no level of fucking street smarts on him.
Absolutely not.
Zero.
Like, he was for sure a suburban kid.
Why would you keep
inside kid?
You know.
He didn't go outside like
Why would
that.
you keep the dope in the house that you live in?
No, you don't do that. Silly goose.
Bro.
People over, and when Max went in the back to make a phone call, 15 illegals came through the front door and all in and out of the apartment. They kind of started having a little.
They was cooking it, and then
yeah, but you don't shit where you eat. Is all I'm saying. Like that's just crazy.
Problem. One night, Max threw a party and had a bunch of people over, and when Max went in the back to make a phone call, 15 illegals came through the front door, and all of the girls' jaws dropped to the floor. And that's when Max learned he needed more space for more illegals. So like a good businessman, Max, thinking about the maximum profit motive he can do, suggested they get storage units and stuff them with empty water bottles and sleeping bags for them to stay in. But when Miguel heard of this, he said
storage units. Yeah,
is that?
He said he white. Yeah, nigga ain't thinking right. But he's putting these niggas in storage units.
That's stupid? That's stupid.
They in there packed like sardines. What you talking about?
Oh Jesus, packed like sardines.
You know what I'm saying?
So wild.
I'm serious, bro. What do you mean?
That's stupid.
Everything. I mean, he's making poor decisions.
Unless if you are, because there's an owner at the storage unit, so they're just like okay with you storing these fucking illegal.
But then that's another nigga you gotta pay to keep quiet, and another nigga that might say something. You feel me? Why not just, bro? He should have met me.
Horrified, stating that's the first place the feds always look. That is some rookie. So Max, thinking like a Jeff Bezos, when he made his drivers wear diapers to make them do more delivery runs, told all of the drivers that if they wanted to work, the illegals had to stay at their homes. And all of the drivers complied. Max's advice had grown the small smuggling operation into a massive empire. Miguel was making a reported $100,000 a month. And that's when they all began to ball out of control. It was 2012. Party Rock Anthem was blasting on the JBL. People started buying Beamers, Benzes, Escalade, Jordans, Clicquot, Patron, wakeboard boats. The partying would never stop, as long as the illegals kept coming. But that's when the cracks began to show. While Steven was on a bean run with 5 illegals in the back, he had no idea where to drop them off at. He tried to get a hold of Max or Miguel, but no one picked up their phone. And as he circled around Houston for hours waiting for their call, Steven grew pissed and eventually drove back home with a car packed full of illegals. Now, this was because Max and Miguel were at the strip club and had gotten so drunk that they fell asleep while getting domed up in the VIP room. This whole thing was getting sloppy. I mean, it wasn't like transporting cargo. I mean, this is like full-on human beings. And Steven knew that a little fuck-up like this could mess the whole thing up. Soon it was the stripper, the housewife, the college kids, hell, even Max were getting pulled over by Border Patrol almost every week. But they all obeyed that golden rule, and they were let off every time. But every week, more and more drivers were getting pulled over by Border Patrol. Team morale began to crash, and this whole thing seemed almost targeted. And these people who had been so excited to work at first, who were making thousands of dollars, were dropping like flies. And even Steven, who had been with Max since day one, hell, he was even his roommate, threw in the towel and left the game. Max was devastated, beyond betrayed, because Steven was about to graduate and figured, well, I'm gonna go get a real job, quote unquote, and just use all of the money I made smuggling to hold myself off until then. Feeling lost and betrayed, Max vented to Miguel about all of these drivers getting spooked. But, I mean, what the hell did he know? He'd never dealt with these employee problems before. I mean, this whole expansion was Max's idea anyway. So Miguel drives to Valfurious to talk to the big boss Gilbert, get some advice maybe, or at the bare minimum, just tell him to slow down on the amount of illegals they need to smuggle. Rolling up to the ranch in Valfurious, Miguel knocked on the torn screen door. Hearing Gilbert yell, "Hold on!" Miguel heard a coke sniffle from the back. Peeking inside, he saw shaved head of Mexicanos listening to police scanners. Miguel knocked on the torn screen door. Hearing Gilbert yell, "Hold on!" Miguel heard a coke sniffle from the back. Peeking inside, he saw shaved head of Mexicanos listening to police scanners. It seemed like the operation was growing bigger. As Gilbert welcomed Miguel in, smearing the coke dust on his gums, Miguel began to rant about the problems. They couldn't smuggle this many people. His workers were getting spooked, and he didn't know what the hell to do. Gilbert rails another line, and as he stares at Miguel, he dials the phone and hands it over to him. "You're not stopping, S.A. Make sure your drivers are good with the new routes. We're picking up Monday." "Who was that?" Miguel said. You don't want to find out. Miguel knew his head would be on a tortoise real soon if he didn't get his act.
Too close to the cartel. It's GG's.
Passing the stress.
And y'all in too deep, bro. Like the money.
Y'all done.
Look, if y'all making $1.2 million a year doing this shit, imagine what that nigga Gabriel making.
And if they all want the money,
what the fucking the cartels making? You feel me? They not finna let y'all stop.
Oh no,
now.
not these cartels. Absolutely not. They want their money.
It's over,
bro. Because they're not the ones that's gonna be caught.
No,
it's
the niggas who actually doing the driving.
So they don't really care. They don't care about y'all. They should keep doing it until you get caught, pretty much.
1,000%. Cause you know you fucking now you fucking up the money, my nigga.
Yeah, you think we gonna go slow?
Think you slow down?
No, come on now.
Crazy.
This poor thing that Max.
You better go find some more white boys to haul these motherfuckers.
Yeah, yeah. And then on top of that, you know, these Mexicans and cartels is like, oh, white boys is doing our crime? Hell yeah.
Come on, bro.
Cause you know what I mean? Like,
it's too easy.
No.
Getting chewed out down the line like some middle management company. Miguel told Max they weren't stopping in all hell. Find new routes, get new drivers, just get it goddamn done. And this wasn't even from him. It was from the big boss upstairs. But honestly to Max, this wasn't that big of a deal because that weekend, Max had a trip planned out to Vegas and there was no way in hell he was gonna smuggle himself. You see, Max just needed to find one driver for that weekend. So contacting the entire crew, all of them just had other commitments that weekend. But when he doubles their pay, one driver decides to run up, and that was Jake Warner. Now, Jake Warner was a microbiology major, a white dude, he loved weed, he loved surfing, and he had decided to forego a party that weekend for double the pay on a bean run. So Max gave him the address, told him where to go, and flew out to Vegas in a heartbeat. And while Max had assumed that Jake Warner knew all the rules and wouldn't cut corners, Jake Warner would be the eventual downfall of this entire business.
Yeah, one too many essays.
As the sun set, the pickup had gone perfect. Jake, liberating the illegals in his Jeep Liberty, was speeding down the freeway. And he was cutting corners to get to a party in time that night. But as he flew by a cop, he slammed on the brakes, trying to play cool. He wasn't speeding. He just saw something in the road. That was all. But once that red and blue were in his mirror, Jake knew there was no way out of this. Because Jake, he had cut some serious corners. Instead of taking the secret road that took an extra 5 hours, Jake took the main road, swarming with Border Patrol all over. Jake, being a little bit greedy, decided to take 6 illegals to make some extra cash.
Yeah, it's over.
Jake was arrested and taken into custody.
Jake's rapping.
Now, Agent Hunter of the Department of Homeland Security assumed he had just caught a college kid trying to make some side cash. But as Jake tried to talk his way out of it, he revealed that it wasn't his thing. There was a man named Max in Falfurrias, Texas. He was the ringleader of the entire operation. Agent Hunter even said, I was actually surprised at how much information he was able to provide based on his limited role. Staking out Max's apartment, undercovers followed him all around town. And once they saw him drive the Falfurrias with his stripper girlfriend in tow, Border Patrol called in for backup. By the time he arrived at the ranch, dozens of sniper agents were hiding out in the brush. A dozen cop cars were swarming in. Max was caught red-handed, and oh boy, was he screwed.
Oh boy.
Now charged with smuggling 4 illegals, Max posted bail, lawyered up, and like an idiot, let police look through his phone without a warrant. And when Steven heard about this, oh boy, he felt like he had just dodged a bullet, leaving the game at literally the perfect time.
Yeah, he did.
Now, Steven had just graduated, he had moonwalked all across the stage, and while he felt bad that Max's life was now falling apart, he felt a little good that his life wasn't. But as Agent Hunter searched through Max's phone, he saw the name Steven Sluter over and over and over, and knew he was key to this entire operation. In a risky move, Agent Hunter left his business card at Steven's new apartment, requesting a little chit-chat. Now, anxious with how much Agent Hunter knew, he met him over at a local pizza joint, showing that he had nothing to hide. Agent Hunter asked him if he had ever been to Falfurrias, and Steven, caught like a deer in headlights, remembered the pee in bottles, the stench of the thousands who had traveled by, the gallons of Febreze in the building, and said, I was big game hunting there in July, I think. And that's when Agent Hunter said the scariest words you could ever hear from a cop. You're f***ed. Going through dozens of excuses in his head, he even told his attorney to tell Agent Hunter, tell him I was in Falfurrias, hooking up with a married chick, and I was too embarrassed to tell him about it. Yeah, the attorney dropped him right then and there. Steven knew he was going to have to backstab his friend to get out of this. Because Max and Miguel were the
attorney even said, yeah, no, I'm going to take this case.
Yeah, it's over.
You know you fuck with an attorney does that. Because that doesn't normally happen. The attorney's going to get their money. Well, no. I mean, that means I say that because there are some attorneys that are like, you're not gonna win this. I'm sorry.
But you've already lied to the cops.
Yeah.
I mean, you could find a lawyer that'll take the case, but it's like you really just blew it. You feel me? Like it's damn near over for you. Sorry.
Steven thought he got away, you guys. Oh man. Buddy. Okay, hold on. Let me see this.
The real guys he was going after. And wouldn't you know it, Steven would be the star witness in the trial. Warrants in hand, Max was arrested again, finding dozens of ledgers with physical descriptions of all of the people they had smuggled. Amping those 4 illegal smuggling charges, the conspiracy to smuggle over 100 illegal aliens. Pleading guilty, Max would get 40 months in prison. Miguel?
What'd I tell you? 40 months?
What is that?
Less than 4 years.
Wow.
What'd I tell you?
But look what Miguel got.
He got 44.
Would get 44 months.
Still ain't 4
and Steven, his charges were dropped, with Max stating, "Better to spend a few years as an inmate than the rest of your life knowing you're a bitch. Steven was my best friend, and he turned his back on me." Now today, Max has no regrets about what he did, stating in 2016, "If I knew I was going to get jail time, I would have done 100 people more. I would have done it a lot harder."
Fuck.
Wait, I'm just
For
so...
legal reason.
So, wait a minute.
That's crazy.
Because... Isn't that like a big crime to do?
Smuggling?
So, like, why wouldn't you not get more than that?
I mean...
Only 4 years? I mean...
Shit, I told you, bro, he fucking... Bro, they were white college kids. There was no way in hell they was finna do more than 5 years.
But it wasn't just white college kids, it was Miguel too. They all got busted.
What's the...
I wonder if Gilbert, what's his name, Gilbert?
Nah, they ain't get Gilbert.
Oh, he was out the way.
Yeah, Gilbert was out the way. He was out the way. That was for them.
I wonder if it's because it's... I want to understand how that's not a high crime because they did over 100.
What's the time for smuggling? Let me see.
Yeah, look this up. Oh my gosh, they gonna see. Look at us. Government. I couldn't talk at
the time. Let's see.
It's down there. Oh yeah, it's 5 years.
Is it?
Yeah, basic offense. It's like 5 years.
Where you see that at? Where you see that?
Some more. Yeah.
It says basic offense not for profit. I mean clearly it was for profit.
So I would say 10 years. Like you said. 10 years or, yeah.
10 and they got 4. They probably did half the time though.
They did under half.
Because I'm saying like they got sentenced to 40 months. But he probably ain't do the full 40 months in jail. He probably did like...
Oh, so was that 4 or 5 years, right?
No.
4 years?
40 is like 3 and some change. Almost 4 years.
Okay. That's still crazy. That's not a long time.
No. They got off. He got off like...
Especially
Especially if you're making like $1 million a year, they got off.
Yeah, what they made. That's what I'm saying. They made fucking a bag.
Bro, for real.
They made a bag. That's insane to me. But
That's crazy.
that's wow.
I mean, yeah. That's good. I mean, that was making some money though. They was making some bread for real. Maybe one more.
Yeah.
Let's see. Which one do another one of these? You want to do like a UR? Which one do?
Let me see. Look, go down. I want to see. The stole hundreds there.
You don't want this.
I can't. Go down. Let's see. That was 5 months ago.
these are over. Let's find one.
Ooh, should we do to wrap it up a little murder mystery?
A murder mystery.
Ooh, shoot, I'll sleep real good night after that.
Hold on. That's an hour long. Nerdy teen becomes. I think I've seen this one. I think this was like the niggas in Canada. These kids in Canada was like selling.
I've never seen that one.
I told you about it. They were selling weed, like trafficking across the border.
What's your list? What's your list?
Which one?
Did you have a list?
Mine? This is our channel.
Oh, I thought you put it on a list.
Yeah, and I don't think none are here.
I'll watch later.
This video is a censored reel.
This is a UDY video.
Let me go back to the channel.
This video is a censored re-upload.
These are like the ones we saved before. Go back to where? Oh, no, I like this channel. It's French channel.
What's that?
He does. I mean, kind of the same type of videos, really. But it's like in a different state.
Russia's most wanted. Okay, hold on. Crystal Hell, how methods killing Europe. The dumb design. The most evil secret police in history. There was one that would look good. Go down. Secret signs. These are interesting titles.
No,
Russia's most wanted hackers. Ooh, wow. 3.5 million views. That one seems pretty lit.
Which one? This one?
The Soviet scientists who saved the world. Oh, these are some. Okay. The hackers look kind of good.
What's this one?
Minecraft?
No, how about Minecraft scammer stole $16 million?
Why should you never go to? I want to learn more about that. Okay, so go down. Why you should never go to?
Oh, this still where the dude got smoked at?
Yeah, the guy that was the Christian guy.
Okay. This one.
I saw that one.
Okay. Oh, that's ours. Okay, firm video. Why you should never go to North Sentinel Island. Let's see what's happening.
John Allen Chau paddles through the Indian Ocean. He's on a holy mission, sent from God. As he nears the shore, he spots them. They are shouting at him in a language he doesn't understand. He carefully listens to the sounds they make. In an attempt to greet them, he responds by imitating the sounds. They laugh. Then two come towards him, so he throws gifts wrapped around two large fish into the shallow water. Then he starts to sing Christian worship songs, and for a moment, they pause. But his kayak scrapes onto the dead coral, forcing him to get out. And some of them are getting very close now. Suddenly, a child grabs an arrow, pulls back his bow, and shoots.
GG's, buddy.
John entered a forbidden place where time stands still. Outsiders like him are not welcome.
This the island that like nobody's was been like untouched by civilization, right?
Also, it's bad. Like, they say like the government we're not allowed to go on the island. Like it's literally for them. And this guy,
I did hear about like he tried to pull up and he preached to him
because he was a missionary. So you know what missionaries do, go out and teach the gospel to those that don't know about God, and clearly they don't know about God. I guess
they know about a God.
A God, yeah. And he said, "Oh, this would be a good idea. Go way far to the ends of the earth and talk about Lord." Did the Lord tell you to do that? Did the Lord tell you to do that?
I mean,
sir?
He can ask him because he up there with him now.
You know what I'm saying?
Sentinel Island is one of the most secluded places on Earth, and it's home to a tribe that has lived in total isolation for tens of thousands of years. We don't know what language they speak, how many they are, or even what they call themselves. Over the years, contact attempts have ended in confusion, violence, and death. Myths, viral headlines, and speculation have turned North Sentinel into a modern-day internet legend.
I wonder how big the island
The real story is much more nuanced. It's one of intrusive American tourists with Diet Cokes, ruthless Christian missionaries, abusive colonialists, traumatized children, and a highly destructive obsession with the exotic. The internet has a lot to say about North Sentinel Island.
They have a theory that North Sentinel Island is home to a top secret research facility.
There is an island in the Andaman chain called North Sentinel Island. They kill everybody who lands there, essentially.
Yeah. What really caught my eye was this circular building, 3 little offshoots coming off of it.
There's North Sentinel merch, Instagram pages, and fake Google reviews. Most of all, it's known for being dangerous. North Sentinel has become a meme. In January 2025, this American YouTuber entered the island. He filmed himself trying to make contact with the Sentinelese. As a peace offering, he left behind a can of Diet Coke, but he never actually made contact. Instead, he got arrested. Indian police are currently investigating him for illegally trespassing in the strictly forbidden zone. He is likely facing up to 5 years in prison.
I think. Oh, the government's protecting this island and the people because they want to be completely cut off from the world. They don't want nobody on that world coming. Also, probably because colonists. That's the white folks. Colonialists.
Colonization.
Yeah, probably. How they love to fucking fuck shit up. They probably went on that island. They're probably so traumatized. They say, "Ain't nobody coming on this damn island." And I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I mean that. Look, bro, leave people the fuck alone.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm really thinking
let them be. Clearly, they doing something right. They've been there for thousands of years.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That whatever probably happened years ago on that island, they said, "Can nobody come back on here?" And now it's protected from anybody that tries to go on that island.
And the fact that motherfuckers keep pulling up and getting smoked.
Yeah,
because
why?
It's the curiosity.
Curiosity kill the cat.
You know what I'm saying? You want to go because you're not allowed to go.
That's why aliens ain't coming on this earth now, because we just stupid. That's another video. That's another video that we need to. Talk about. Aliens are real.
I'm with you.
Yes, and that's why they coming down here, because we stupid. We like, oh, let's go see. Well, that's us, because we ain't doing that.
What I always thought.
What you always say? You mind your business.
Yeah, mind your motherfucking business, bro. That got nothing to do with you. Leave the people alone, man.
We live in a world where all we need to do is sort of flip open our laptop or look at our phone, and we can connect with just about anybody in the world, learn anything that we want to learn, see any place that we want to see. And yet there's still this one place that's isolated. So it really is kind of the last place in some ways that's unexplored on our planet.
North Sentinel is not what the internet paints it to be. To truly grasp it, we need to go back in time, quite far back. It's the last ice age. A group of early humans set out from their home in Africa. It's still debated when exactly that took place, but it is believed to be between 40 and 60,000 years ago. They're among the first to migrate eastward across the vast Asian continent in search of more favorable climates, new food sources, and habitable land. The world looks very different. Massive ice sheets cover parts of North America and Europe. Since much of Earth's water is locked in ice, sea levels are often far lower than they are today. What we now call the Asian continent stretches farther. Some islands are connected, and so these early humans walk. They cross landscapes long lost beneath the waves of what we now call the Indian Ocean. They likely use vessels like rafts or canoes to hop from island to island, and their journey eventually brings them here. We don't know when, possibly up to 50,000 years ago. Today it's the Andaman archipelago, nestled in the Bay of Bengal. As thousands of years pass and the glaciers melt, the sea levels slowly rise. Bit by bit, their world shrinks. And what ultimately remains is a single remote island roughly the size of Manhattan, North Sentinel.
Okay.
That's crazy.
We spent countless hours crafting these animations, researching, building, refining, all to tell stories that matter. Maybe you're building something too, a project mix in real time in a language. He's on a holy mission Alan sent from God. As he nears the shore, he act. Instead, he got a kick, looks at your store's data and India population. The Onge and Jarava collected from the center. Try Shopify for free at shopify.com/fern or scan this QR code. The exact origin of North Sentinel's population is still a mystery. No genetic material has ever been collected from the Sentinelese. But the DNA of neighboring Andamanese tribes has been studied. The Onge and Jarava are believed to be closely related to the Sentinelese. Scientists found that their genes carry two rare variants not found in mainland India populations. They are totally unique to the Andamanese. That means they likely split off from other human populations very early on, between 25 and 42,000 years ago. Genetically, the Sentinelese are likely one of the most unique human tribes on Earth, which also makes them one of the most vulnerable ones. This is John 2 years before his journey to North Sentinel Island. He's 24 years old, raised in a Christian household. He went to an evangelical high school, just like his father. He's known for two passions, the outdoors and Jesus Christ. John is deeply interested in missionary work. Though his parents are Christian as well, they don't share his enthusiasm, especially his father. But John seems to genuinely enjoy immersing himself in evangelical doctrine. Right now, he's browsing through the Joshua Project. That's a Christian missionary database which tracks so-called unreached people groups. One entry is about North Sentinel.
Sentinelese people need to know that the Creator God exists and that He loves them and paid the price for their sins.
We don't know much about the Sentinelese. The entire...
So it wasn't from God, like I said. It was from a website, so therefore you was not led by God. You should have prayed about it. You should have prayed about it, Mr. Missionary. You should have prayed about that. I'm not trying to be funny, but you should have prayed about it, because you got that from a website.
Yeah.
Child, please.
But the website was.
I saw like a mob, but seriously.
But the website was specifically for missionary work, though.
Again, no matter. You pray about that. You go into a remote island that is literally forbidden, and no one could go on there. They kill anybody to go on there.
Yeah, he probably don't even know.
You know, because if God told you to go, maybe we'll just go a little bit differently. You know, but I mean, congratulations. I mean, not congratulations. You know, that's good that you want to go.
Say congratulations. Man.
I don't know.
Congratulations, you're dead, buddy.
I don't know.
Congratulations, you got smoked.
I mean, like, you know, of course, you know, there's nothing wrong with spreading the word. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Yeah. But it's just like you didn't think that through. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
he a young kid. He just
you know,
trying to spread the gospel.
And
you just picked the wrong spot.
You know, we could pray from a distance. Prayers. One thing good thing about prayers aren't just here to here. You know, prayers go internationally and across the world. So there, you know, you ain't gotta go there.
Their population is possibly somewhere between 80 and 100 people. Their language remains a complete mystery. No one, not even neighboring tribes, can understand it. No one knows what they call themselves. They live in small huts grouped tightly together. Overall, they're quite crafty. Wooden buckets, bows, arrows, all self-made with raw materials from the island. In the jungle, they hunt pigs. Along the reefs, they fish. They also eat local fruits and raw honey. The Sentinelese are taller, more muscular, and overall healthier than their neighbors. A tsunami wreaked havoc in the region in 2004, but the Sentinelese miraculously survived. Experts believe this may have to do with their indigenous knowledge system. Foresight and wisdom is passed down from generation to generation. But this was perhaps the strangest discovery in a Sentinelese village. A wooden board, about 52 by 30 centimeters big, with 64 alternating squares. It looks exactly like a chessboard. Did the Sentinelese carve it themselves? Or did it wash up from the sea? No one knows. No other Andaman tribe has ever shown evidence of playing games like chess. John has been obsessed with the Sentinelese for years now. The missionary website advises so-called prayer points.
Pray that the Indian government will allow Christians to earn the trust of the Sentinelese people and that they will be permitted to live among them. Pray that God will open doors to Sentinelese people to receive the gospel message.
John could be the first one that brings Christianity to them. In fact, he thinks it's his calling.
God, I thank you for choosing me before I was even yet formed in my mother's womb to be your messenger of your great news to the people of North Sentinel Island.
The Sentinelese certainly didn't express any desire to be converted. Their experience with intruders has been...
They had our information because he didn't have the main information. He had a prayer fasting. Should have prayed and fasted for about 3 days. I bet you got your answer. I bet you will. I bet you would have prayed and fasted for 3 days. It's interesting. I wish that we did know more about the Sentinelese. You know, these Africans. I wonder what language they speak. I mean,
it's nothing like. It can't be like any other language.
There's something that we never heard of course.
Because because like dialects and languages change over time. Yeah. So at one point, I'm pretty sure it was like close to something, but they've been so isolated for so long. It's its own unique language.
I want to say maybe like ancient language. You know, like for 40, 60
But even
years
that,
ago?
it would have. It's just like how like slang changes over time. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Over the thousands and thousands of years, right? The language that they originally spoke is probably completely different than what they're speaking now because it's changed so much over time.
Right, right.
And well, pretty terrible. It's the year 1880. A Sentinelese family walks through the jungle. Suddenly, they hear voices through the bushes. Unfamiliar voices. For weeks now, strange white men have been fighting their way through the jungle on the island. They carry weapons and seem to be looking for inhabitants. When they approached one of their villages some days earlier, the Sentinelese ran away. Now, suddenly, they stand face to face. Ready to defend his family, the old man reaches for an arrow. The armed intruders rapidly encircle the Sentinelese family. They are led by the man in the center. His name is Morris Vidal Portman, and he's been searching for them for a long time. Portman is a 20-year-old British officer put in charge to oversee the Andaman Islands under colonial rule. He is fascinated with the indigenous tribes in the area. While staying in Port Blair, the capital city of the Andaman Islands, he immersed himself in the study of the Andamanese people. Culture, food, crafts, and tattoos. Everything is carefully documented in his notebooks. He arranges young Andamanese men for the camera, posing them in unnatural, almost performative ways. He likes to surround himself with a group of Andamanese convict servants. He calls them junglies. But there's one place he hasn't conquered so far, North Sentinel Island. To him, it's the last great mystery of the archipelago. He's obsessed with the Sentinelese, convinced that he could be the first white man they'll ever meet. He's tried to contact them before and failed. But now, he has a new plan. As the old Sentinelese man draws his arrow, one of the intruders jumps on his back. The 3 Sentinelese are wrestled down and taken, torn from the only home they've ever known. Portman has them brought back to his ship. 3 Sentinelese children are already on board, captured earlier. The islanders don't understand who these men are or what they want. Portman takes them back to Port Blair. Here, he keeps them at his house to study them closer. The Sentinelese become very sick right away. Within just a few days, the old man and the woman die. Most likely, they were exposed to microbes and diseases their immune system couldn't handle. Now, it's just the 4 Sentinelese children without the elders. A few days later, they're sent back to the island, overloaded with gifts. Portman hopes they'll return to their people as willing ambassadors. The children might have carried the very microbes that killed the man and the woman. We don't know what happened to them afterwards. Infections remain one of the greatest dangers to isolated tribes. Many have never been exposed to common viruses like the flu or even a cold. Their immune system simply can't cope. What's harmless to the rest?
That is so interesting.
Like the flu or the cold that we would get, nobody in their lineage has ever experienced.
I wonder what they get then. They have to get.
Pretty sure they get sick, but we probably get some shit from them that our body has never experienced before. You know what I'm saying?
But they probably have.
Or they
resources.
But they did say they was like
medicine.
Super healthy. Though,
yeah, to medicines and things like that. Honestly, I mean, they're being provided for. Obviously, God's provided for them because they getting honey and fish and
the island
pigs.
It provides all they need.
Yeah, and they said they're extremely smart when it comes to like resource. So they clearly know probably about the plants and.
Oh yeah, you've been there long enough. You know like everything on the island. It's been passed down.
So they probably don't even know what a flu, a cold, any disease. They don't want to have no diseases, no STDs.
Nah, you gotta go back with one of them whites to get that.
Come on now.
That's how they would. That's how they would have got
real.
it.
Yeah, because they started getting them these because it was with them Caucasians. Yeah. And they had to send them back
of the world could be deadly for them. A single infection from an outsider could wipe out an entire tribe. In the 16th century, Spanish colonizers brought diseases to South America, likely without realizing it.
Yeah.
In some regions, entire populations were cut in half. Andaman tribes were affected by this too. The Onge and Jarava have seen a dramatic collapse in their population. In 1901, the Onge numbered around 670. Today, barely 100 remain. Colonial intrusion, infectious diseases, and the steady loss of their land have all played a role in their decline. And Portman himself played a crucial role. According to historian Adam Goodhart, he was
very much a participant in and at least complicit with the genocide against the Andaman Islanders that was committed by the British in the 1800s. Somebody who was involved in exploitation, including sexual exploitation and physical abuse of the native people. And really, if it had been up to Portman, it probably would have happened to the Sentinelese as well, because he tried repeatedly to invade the island as he had done with many other groups and to bring them into submission to British rule.
Years later, Portman himself would admit that his actions may have sealed the Sentinelese distrust of outsiders for good.
That's why I said, remember I said...
John finds himself blindfolded on a dirt road somewhere in the state of Kansas. He was put there and left alone. In the woods nearby, he finds a village. The inhabitants of the village appear to be some kind of native tribe. But not really. The village is fake, and the inhabitants are actors with costumes. All of this is part of his training. John joined a secretive boot camp for Christian missionaries. All Nations is a religious organization that trains people like John for their quests, and he is right in the middle of an exercise. His task is to preach the teachings of Jesus to the isolated tribe he considers unholy heathens. The fake village people act as if they're hostile, aggressively threatening him with fake spears, speaking gibberish. To John, this is the ultimate test that will prepare him for his big mission on North Sentinel. He knows the danger of setting foot on the island. He knows it could cost him his life. In 1974, a National Geographic film crew tried to meet Sentinelese face-to-face on camera for the first time. The Sentinelese spotted the boat from afar and waved their arms, mocked the outsiders, and shot arrows at the crew. They clearly did not want visitors. 7 years later, a cargo ship named Primrose ran aground on a reef on North Sentinel during a terrible storm. At first, the crew was probably relieved to be near dry land. But just 2 days later, they sent a desperate cable.
Wild men estimate more than 50 carrying various homemade weapons are making 2 or 3 wooden boats, worrying they will board us at sunset. All crew members' lives not guaranteed.
But because of the weather conditions, rescue missions failed. So the crew had to guard the ship with a flare gun, axes, and some lengths of pipe. But before it got to an actual fight, the crew was finally evacuated by helicopter. But still, John is determined to go. To him, North Sentinel may be Satan's last stronghold, and he could be their savior.
I think I might die tomorrow, and I wish I could have had more time to express my thanks to you.
Now John is out of his kayak and an arrow is fired at him. Miraculously, it only pierces his Bible. He's unharmed, at least according to John's diary. It's unclear if his Bible actually saved him. It could well have been a bit of storytelling on his side. What's clear? The Sentinelese chase him into the water. In panic, he swims away towards a boat out at sea. It belongs to local Indian fishermen. Before setting off for North Sentinel Island, John had paid the fishermen a $325 bribe to take him there. They departed from Port Blair towing a kayak behind it, the one John would use to make his approach to the island. Back on the boat, John takes stock of the situation. His Pelican case is gone. He had to leave it behind when he fled. It included a first aid kit, clothes, other essentials, and his passport. He had previously hidden another case on shore when he first landed to scout out the cove in the early morning. It is unknown if the Sentinelese found both cases, especially the one he hid might still be there to this day. Without his passport, he can't easily travel back to the US. For John, it's just another reason to stay and pursue his mission further. But the Sentinelese made it very clear. They do not want him there. And John really doesn't want to die. Yet, he decides to give it another try.
You guys might think I'm crazy in all this, but I think it's worth it to declare Jesus to these people. Please do not be angry at them or at God if I get killed. Don't retrieve my body. Soli de Gloria, John Chow, November 16th, 2018, 6:20 in the morning.
The next day, John takes the supposed pierced Bible as a sign. Today, he believes, is the day he will start to bring Jesus to the Sentinelese. This time, he tells the fishermen to leave without him. Next, he strips down to his underpants in an attempt to gain the tribe's trust. Then he steps back into the water and starts swimming. The island is just within reach. There are no records of what exactly happened that day. The only thing we know for sure is the outcome. One day passes. The fishermen return and look for John. He's nowhere to be seen. Then suddenly they spot something. A group of Sentinelese emerge from the tree line, dragging John's dead body across the sand. No words, no mercy. The message is clear. He crossed a line he was never meant to cross. John Allen Chow's death in 2018 made global news. Some called him a dumb American, a deluded idiot. John's father, a Christian himself, doesn't share this view. He blames evangelicals' extreme Christianity for his son's death. In an email to The Guardian, he called religion the opium of the masses. The evangelical organization that trained him depicted John as a martyr. In a statement, they said, "The privilege of sharing the gospel has often involved great cost." A long time ago, a group of scientists actually managed to make peaceful contact with the Sentinelese after decades of trying. But these same scientists eventually pushed for the island to be under India's protection. Driven by concerns for the tribe's health, the island has been off limits since the late 90s. All anthropological work stopped. No more expeditions, no more gifts, no more visits. And to us, that's a good thing. After all, the North Sentinelese never asked for any of this.
Yeah, true.
After what that guy did. After what that guy did. But you know what's interesting is what I thought about. Hopefully he planted a small seed of what he was trying to do was preach the gospel. Hopefully he planted a small seed in them and maybe.
Maybe them people ain't understand what he was saying.
I know. I was trying to hope for the best because that kind of sucks because he really. I was like, did he even get a chance to say anything, or was they just screaming and yelling at him?
What I learned from this is what I already knew.
Mm-hmm.
Leave people the fuck alone.
Yeah.
Please leave motherfuckers alone, bro.
Don't be in places where you don't need to be at. Don't do it. You know? I mean... That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Alright, let's wrap it up.
Woo! Our first Monday night chatting. What a success. We're going to do more of these, get a little bit better, chat it up, do some interesting topics.
If you're watching the stream on YouTube after we go to the stream, make sure to like the video. If you like the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. You feel me?
Because we turn it up. Turn it up.
We'll be back. We'll be back Wednesday for Dispatch. Stream should start earlier. What's up? Oh yeah, sorry. Stream should start earlier on Wednesdays because we got 4 episodes.
Yeah, so we got to start early Wednesday.
Hopefully around like 9. 8:30.
Tea time.
Around there.
Yeah, this was fun. Thank y'all for watching.
Thank you for being with us. Anything else?
No. All right. See y'all next time. Peace.